You know that sinking feeling, right? When something goes wrong with a company and you're just left to deal with some confusing, totally impersonal system. Well, today, we're going to dive into a tale of two customer service journeys. One is, well, it's going to feel painfully familiar, but the other offers this surprising glimpse into a much, much better future.
So, let's set the scene. Imagine you've just landed after a long flight. You're tired, but you're kind of happy to be home. You breeze through the arrival hall and you head to that one last stop between you and your own bed, the baggage claim.
You're standing there, watching the bags circle around and around. You see one that looks kinda like yours. Nope, not it. And slowly, the crowd starts to thin out. And that nice feeling of a completed journey, it starts to curdle into this quiet, nagging unease. And then, silence. The mechanical hum just grinds to a halt. The belt is still. The unease you were feeling, it just became a stark, undeniable realization.
You look around. All the families, the business travelers, they're all gone. It's just you, a motionless carousel, in this big empty space where your luggage was supposed to be.
And that's it. That's the moment you know for sure your bag isn't coming. It's lost, somewhere out there in the system. So what do? You start looking for help, right? A person, any sign of guidance, but there's nobody there. And this is where that modern, frustrating, deeply impersonal process kicks in.
This is all you find. A little stand with a piece of paper on it. Not a person, not a helpline number, just a cold instruction to go to a website. Not exactly reassuring, is it?
So you get your phone out and you start tapping away. The website feels like it was designed to be difficult. You put in your name, your flight, a description of your bag, you hit submit, and then nothing. Crickets. That promised confirmation email, it never shows up. You've got no case number, no proof, just this awful feeling that you've shouted your details into a digital black hole.
Eventually, you might find some tracking site that tells you your bag has been found. Great! But where is it? The system doesn't say. It's the perfect example of data that isn't actually useful information. It just piles on more uncertainty and more stress.
Okay, so that's the nightmare scenario. Now, let's hit rewind and imagine a totally different path. What if, instead of being shoved into that digital void, you could just make a simple phone call? This is where our story takes a really sharp turn. So you dial the number for lost luggage, and you're fully expecting to be on hold for, ever. But instead, a voice greets you that's surprisingly intelligent, helpful, and immediate.
A friendly voice answers right away. It offers to continue in English, but then it notices your phone number and proactively asks if you'd rather speak Norwegian. Wow! You confirm your flight details, KLM from Amsterdam, the late arrival. So far, so good. Super efficient.
The AI asks for your name. You give it, and for just a couple of seconds, there's a brief pause on the line. But in that tiny pause, the system is doing something pretty remarkable.
And boom, that is the magic moment. Everything changes. The AI didn't just log your problem, it actually connected the dots. In just a few seconds, it links your phone number to your booking and ID'd your specific bag by its weight. That feeling of being lost in the system, it's gone, instantly replaced by the feeling of being seen and understood.
And then comes the clarity. The AI tells you exactly where your bag is and what's going to happen next. But here's the most important part. It gives you the choice. Pick it up or have it delivered. All of a sudden, you're not a victim of the system anymore. You are back in control.
And hey, remember that missing confirmation email from our first story? Well, here, before you even end the call, your phone buzzes. It's a text. It's got your case number and a little note to call back if you need anything else. Simple, instant, and so reassuring.
So when you put these two experiences right next to each other, the difference is just night and day. It isn't just about being more efficient, it's about the entire emotional journey, from pure anxiety to complete assurance.
You can see the two paths so clearly, right? One leads straight to anxiety. You feel helpless, ignored, completely lost in this faceless process. The other path leads to assurance. You feel heard, you're informed, and you actually feel empowered by a system that acts more like a personal assistant.
So why does this one little story about a lost bag actually matter so much? Well, it's because it's a really powerful metaphor for a much bigger shift in how we interact with companies and with technology itself.
The big takeaway here isn't just that robots are better than people. It's that intelligent technology can fix these broken, inhuman systems. It can provide the kind of personal, efficient, and honestly, empathetic service that a lot of our current digital-first processes have just stripped away. It's all about using technology to bring that human touch back.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. We spend so much time worrying about technology becoming too human. But what if the real challenge is redesigning our existing systems to be more human in the first place? If AI can solve this, what else could we fix?